and what is going on, the latest involving the Janel Grant case. So today, we have brought you up to speed on what has happened over the past month. There was a bill of discovery filed by Janel Grant seeking the medical records from Carlin Colker and the Peak Wellness Clinic. Then last week, we got the response from Carlin Colker and the facility that were refuting all of these claims and issuing their own bill of discovery for documents. So today, it was Janel Grant's turn to file multiple motions to strike the bill of discovery that Colker and company have filed, a special motion to dismiss, and a motion for sanctions. So in as simple language as possible, what Janel Grant's side is stating is that this complaint that was issued last week, they are trying to intimidate Grant to drop her original petition to get the medical records, and is stating that last week's complaint, Colker failed to plead probable cause for any of the claims that he was bringing up that he was allegedly a victim of, whether it be defamation, tortious interference with business relations, or infliction of emotional distress, stating basically did not make any kind of a case that holds water regarding what he is alleging happened by Janel Grant filing this original bill. So they are stating that any comments or accusations made by Janel Grant, she has litigation privilege by filing those with the court system. And conversely, anything that was written in the press, they have fair report privilege, and she did not write any of those articles, so cannot be held in terms of like the defamation side. Also stated this was filed last week, the complaint in bad faith. Also complained about the fact that despite having counsel and legal representation that they know of, they sent someone to deliver this complaint to Janel Grant's home. And that was an issue that was brought up here. And also noting that it says here, Ms. Grant stands by all the statements made in the Bill of Discovery and Federal Action Complaint, which she provided a true and accurate accounting of the horrific mistreatment she suffered at the hands of certain powerful men, including Dr. Colker. And we finally did get the confirmation in this filing today. Although they are not named defendants, Dr. Colker and Peak Wellness are discussed throughout the Federal Action Complaint under the pseudonyms Celebrity Doctor and Alternative Clinic, respectively. Additionally, an employee of Peak Wellness, referred to in the federal action as, quote, physical therapist, was involved in several instances of sexual abuse with McMahon against Ms. Grant. Regardless, statements made in the federal action are equally protected by the litigation privilege. So that does connect, like we all made that assumption, but they had not stated this as fact until this filing today. I do want to stress that when the allegation of sexual assault is mentioned in there, that is a separate person at Peak Wellness who we do not know. She is not accusing Colker of that, just if people are confused by the different identifications here. And basically what Grant is looking for is to get her motion to strike the entirety of Colker's bill of discovery last week, where he's trying to get all these documents because he did not state a claim or find any probable cause. She wants to be granted a special motion to dismiss the bill of discovery under Connecticut's anti-SLAPP law and deny all relief that the plaintiffs are looking for, and award the costs and attorney fees to Ms. Grant, awarding treble damages to Ms. Grant, and grant any other further relief that the court finds just and proper. So we did reach out to Colker's lawyers if they had anything to respond with. They did not. They declined to comment to us, stating that they would be addressing this in court, essentially, is what they said. So that is the latest, that this continued fight is just going back and forth, and it looks as though both sides are looking for damages from the other. And I guess that's the next step in all of this. And it boils down to these records. And Janel Grant is stating, had you just complied and given these records, we wouldn't have had to go through all of this. But they called it stonewalled. They've been stonewalled throughout this process, throughout this year, to gain these medical records.
It just sounds like it's like a very public game of tag. right now.
This was a very lengthy, like this was 24 pages that they filed today in like grand detail in terms of this response. And this only came out just a couple of days ago, the complaint from Colker. So we will see. It feels as though it's like volleyball going back and forth. And obviously it certainly feels like this is going to end up in court because there is such a dispute between these two sides. And both of them are extremely adamant on their point of view.